Oh my god, I just broke my freaking mic. Let me set this up for you guys. Hi, hello. I hope you guys can hear me. I know I should be doing some of the attention and like DSA and other stuff, but I feel like completing this maybe. I really want to play with this just so that I don't really freaking forget the thing. Here you go. Alright, where was I? So, what all have I done so far? I have get users. Let's check the get users first. Get users. Okay. Without any params, it should give me all the existing users. Did it give me? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should give me 5 entries. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Of course, it gave me all the entries. And if I add the query parameters, then it will definitely give me that. How is it doing? So I took the query parameters, and what I've you know made clear was query parameters can also be none. None implies none. I don't really understand. I don't really know the depth of it, but by adding this, the query parameters can be null. So with that, if num and full exist, if the query parameters exist, I want you to do something. I want you to, fetch the particular user. If there aren't any num and full, then I want you to, return all of them. That's what I've done. So post is very simple. Post is always simple, a simple one. And db.refresh is something that we have to do just for the changes to reflect. You have to refresh the whole database. And also delete does the thing. We can also change thing. What I'm doing here is taking the query parameters and the um, pydantic object, just so that we take the pydantic object in, and we'll figure out whether an object exists or not. If it does exist, we will replace it. We will try to update it with the desired name, rename and desired form. That's it. That's what we have done so far. And another thought that I got was to fetch the find attribute. Uh, what is the find attribute, you may ask? So let's get back. Let's get back. One of the things that I have that I've been wanting to add was find, right? Find associated with maybe. All right. We have got users, right? And users, and also whenever I hit get users, I want to display the books that they have taken. So first off, let me write it out called post books, right? I am the admin. I am the admin. I am the library manager, and I want to post new books. How will I do that? I'll write the path operation for that first. Hope you guys can hear me. So these guys. Alright. Before that, let me check my previous code, and I'll check. You know what I'll check? I'll check how to make routers. So, how did I make routers? See, let's see how I made routers. So, what I used was include router is a function. App.include router is a function. Include router is a function. that takes post.router. Okay, post is the file name, user.router and post.router. Okay, we can all include all the files we want. And also, let's see what I have done there. Router is equal to API router that takes in the argument prefix. Prefix क्या है और ये tags. Okay, I forgot what these were. Let me go through what these are. Again, what are prefixes and tags? As far as I remember, prefixes were something like something you don't really have to mention again. So slash post is a prefix. So now this becomes slash post, right? This itself becomes slash post. You don't, it kind of saves us from the redundant writing of slash post slash ID here. So that much I understood. What tags were, I don't really remember. Let's check what these are. Tags API routers to organize your prefix. A prefix is automatically added to all the routes inside the router. Alright, this is automatically added. So, in addition to that, we can do something else, like we did ID in the path parameters. Alright, that much is clear. And also, tags. Tags are mainly for Swagger slash OpenAI documentation slash docs. Every endpoint in the router will appear under post section in okay. This is tags is something that is related to the docs that are given with Fastapi, that come with Fastapi. Alright. Import. Do I need to import something API router? Okay. From Fastapi I need to import API router. Alright. With that knowledge, you know what I'll do? I'll make a file called users.py. Users.py. Should I do users or user? Yeah, I'll do users. Okay. And also, you know what I'll do? I will just get all of these path operations that I've written for this. I'll cut it and I'll paste it right here. And another thing that I'm going to do is from SAS API import API router. So we'll import that. And what did we do before? Router is equal to that. Alright, router is equal to API router. So what is API? Is it a class? Yeah, it's a class. So router is an object of API router. Alright. So we'll make the router object. Alright. We'll make the router object, and to initialize it, we'll initialize the router object with what? With prefix that we have seen just now. Prefixes help us not write the redundant code, like the paths right here. You don't really need to write slash users. This becomes slash users. It gets added automatically. So tags will be what? Post. Alright, not post. Users maybe. Right. Users. Did we write it like that? Yeah, I guess. So now that we have made the router object, we don't really need to write app.get. You can just say router.get. Router.delete, and it's router.put. Alright. Now that I've made all of this, and also that doesn't really end the whole thing. I need to import so many other things. Let me import all of this. from dot dot from dot database import get underscore db. We'll get underscore db from there, right? From database we'll get that. Session. Where will I import session from? I guess I have imported session from Fastapi, right?
అవన్నీ ఏంటంటే రిఫరెన్స్లతో వస్తాయి. రిఫరెన్స్లో వచ్చిన సంబంధాల్లో రిస్క్ తక్కువగా ఉంటుంది. మనం వెతుక్కునే సంబంధాలు రిస్క్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది. అంతే కదా. వాళ్ళ గురించి మంచి ఎక్కువ చెప్తారు. రెండు ఉంటాయి.
You guys hear anything? Sorry for the disturbance. Alright. I have to import that HTTP and also can I import session object from it? No. Session. Okay, session. What was session? Yes. Let's see about it. Okay, it's an SQLAlchemy thing, right? I keep forgetting that. So it's an SQLAlchemy thing, so I need to.
ఎన్ని బయలుదేరుతున్నారు? అది ఓకే, కానీ టైం ఉంటుంది వాళ్ళకి.
Really, I'm sorry for that. Can't really do anything. Alright, we're going to get the session object from SQLAlchemy.orm import session object. Alright, session comes from that. And also, if I have to from dot import models, I just need to get models and also depend from where will I get depend from? We have depend is not defined. Alright, from the fast API. From fast API. Maybe I'm just gonna import depend. Okay, depends is a fast API particular function. I thought it was like something that is inherent to Python itself. Alright. So I really need to get inside the whole rabbit hole of the depends and generators and stuff, but I don't think this is the right time. Nah. Let's just see. Schemas is something that I have to from dot. I need to import schemas too, right? Is there any other squiggly line? No, I don't think so. So, and also in the main function, you know what I'll do? I'll say the include router function. I've seen. Where will I get the include router function? Let's see. Authentication main. Okay, main. include router, right? App.include router. Include router is a function, okay, that is specific to app itself, it seems. So I will do that. Users dot users, yeah, users dot router. So app dot include includes users dot router. So I guess it includes the user फाइल यूजर का जो राउटर है, यूजर्स का जो राउटर है, ये वाला यूजर का जो राउटर है, it will start including that in the app itself. It's like a tributary of the app wrapper itself. So now that we have made the users tributary, mm, how about let's make the. Can you just give me a second? I'll just close my door and I'll come back. Okay. Here you go. Welcome back. Hope you guys can hear me. So where was I? I was just trying to make a file called books, right? Books, books.py. Books is a route. So yeah, so now that I've moved into routers, the books thing. First off, let me copy paste all of the imports, and now that I've done that, I'll make a router object. Is it? I guess it's a router object. API router. I want you to the prefix is like prefix slash books, and I don't really wanna write the tag of it. So let me write the tag. Tag is books, right? So router dot. Now let me write the post path of it. Let me check my model and let me see books. For a book, we really need a book name and a genre name. And just for the reference, I wrote the genre. I don't really want to do anything with it. So, alright, let me go to the books section. So, what will this take? This will just take a slash. This will just take a slash. And also, I'll write def add underscore books, def add books. And what I need first off is a book from the front end, right? So did I write any schema for it to take in the book? I didn't really. So I'll make a schema for it. Class book input, right? Input. చెప్పనా నా ఇప్పుడు కాదు 10 నిమిషాల తర్వాత కొంచెం ఇది ఓకే Alright, book input, base model, right? Base model, it takes in the base model. What should I write here, sir? What I should be writing here is, alright, I will elaborate on why I've taken that out. Uh, but, I mean, there is a little breeze out there, but that is the reason. My door is 30, making a third sound. So, book, good. So, what will it be? Book name? Is it book name? Book name, right? Right. Book name should be a string, shouldn't it be? And also genre of the book, pardon. String, here. Alright. Now, class config from attributes attribute. I think I have actually gone through the reason why I'm writing this class attribute is equal to from attributes to, but I don't really remember why I'm writing this. I think I'll go through it again. Alright. So what I need is schemas. Um, I need a book object. That's a schema start or a book input, and also database session object. Session object, right? Database DB is session object, which will be which actually depends on the and get DB, right? Alright, get DB. Let's group that. What is this? What's happening? Right. I close it up. Also, so now that we got the book from the front end, what I need to do is to write the query queue. Hey, do I need to write the query queue? No, I don't really write the query queue. So books is a pydantic object. First off, I need to first of all convert that into a dictionary. So book underscore tick, book underscore tick is what book dot model underscore term. What has happened? Not accessed. How did we write models dot term? Does it take any input? Problem is I keep forgetting how I mean freaking I wrote the thing, man. This is really the key here is to not forget things. I guess db.query models.users. Right. Okay, we didn't really do that. Thank God we didn't. So I was right. Object is that. Now that we have converted into that, what I need to do is row book entry underscore entry book underscore entry is now my models books that should take in the unpacked version of the book tick. Unpacked version of the book tick. That should happen. Yeah. That version of that. And it should return me. Now I will add the thing and I will commit and I will also TP refresh the object. I hear you come, refresh and return the object itself. And let's see if this works. Alright. So I need to add another route. How will I do that? There is a new one. But now it's not users, it's books now. And it's a post. And I'll send the thing in a JSON manner. And also, what? Book name, right? Harry Potter. Genre of the Harry Potter book is what? It's fantasy, right? Fantasy. Okay. Details not found. What do you mean details not found? 404 not found. First, uh, maybe I should run the server again. Let me try to run the server. Check that. Alright. In. Okay. You know what I haven't really done? That actually proves that I'm a freaking dumb guy. Because I have not include the router, bro. I should be including the router, right? So, books, the router. They like books? Yeah, it is books. And I need to import books also. Where did I get books? What are all these shit? Users and books. I hear you come. Unexpected keyboard argument is tag. Alright? Isn't it tag or is it tag? Okay, it's tag. It's not tag. That should suffice that. Alright, I'll begin startup has completed. Let's hit the route and see. 40 details not found. Again, it gave me details not found. What am I doing wrong? Let me run the server again and I'll check whether if it's a problem. I'm hitting the correct thing, right? Books. Yeah. Okay. I'm not running the server at this point. I should be running the server. Alright. Start the server. Let's check. Details not found. Post slash books slash http dot 111 not found. Isn't there database. What's happening? It's a capital book B. Oh my god, it's a capital B. Is this creating some kind of weird flash in both? Of course, users was also capital, so that shouldn't do anything bad to it. Hmm. Let's ask ChatGPT, bro. Maybe it's gonna save my ass. Let's see. There's a small mistake here. Depends expects a function reference, not the result of calling the function. Alright. Oh my god. Hmm? What? Oh my god. That's so. I should be calling the function. Okay, I thought whatever gets returned. Bro, I really need to understand generators. Let me write that down in Obsidian. Hmm. Goals for. I'll write something like that. Hmm. What's the kid spelling for some reason? Alright, what was the goal for tomorrow? Hmm. Learn more about generators, need need to do a little more research on that. The thing is, once I get clear on that, the consistency. Thank you, Will. The only thing consist, only thing consistent is unemployment. I hate you. Super chat era. Let me send the request again. Bro, what is the. This is correct now. I don't know why still this isn't running. That is correct. Okay, first off, we can also have response models, right? Response models is schema. Schema dot response. Mm-hmm. 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 100 rupees chat. Thank you. Thank you. The thing that I should be changing here is actually nothing, bro. I mean, isn't it same as what I've written just now? Why did you? My favorite YouTuber is मिल गया. अरे मेरा भाई थोड़ा थोड़ा हिंदी सीख के बात करा कर भाई. Can you hear me by the way? ऋषिकेश से है. That's a funny name. Nah, I'm just kidding, bro. Okay. Where was I? Do not distract, please. I shall complete this in any way, in any manner. Bookstart router. Alright. Where am I fucking this up, bro? I have no idea. Not found. Why is it giving me a 404? Shit, bro. I should just be. I should have taken fucking commerce. Why am I coding? To include the router, of course I did. Slash books. Ah, that might be the reason. Versus, bro, let me take the prefix off, because this doesn't really do anything. It's just a pain in the ass. I'll take that off and I'll say tag. No. Then I'll say books. Hopefully this works first off. I need this thing to work first off. I'll see. Okay, it still is giving me freaking. Alright. You wanna play this a little tough, huh? Hmm. Check slash docs. You see books. Let me check that. This means a post gave us. They've got users. Do we have books here? Why don't I have books here, bro? What's wrong with this? Maybe I need to run the thing first. I'll do one thing. See? I'll add a new instance of the terminal. Oh my god, me and my English. So I'll say cd routers. I'm sorry. cd app cd routers and I'll try to run that Python books.py. Okay. I should be importing the function itself, I guess. Alright, I shouldn't even be doing that. What the hell? Why is it giving me the database? Is this wrong? Bro, this is an error that has been repeating. Bro. What is wrong with this? The import itself looks fine. A 404 is not usually called by getDB, but it still is saying invalid system. Okay. Let me run this again. And it says it's an import error. Even ChatGPT is wrong this time, huh? Attempted relative import with no package. Why this happens? Dot only works when the file is imported as part of package. If we run this, or if I can Okay, I can do that data from app dot. No, this shouldn't be a thing. Here you go. Where will I get apps though? What is chat GPT yapping, bro? Now it doesn't know app. Like, what the hell? Click your current directory, go to the root, and start that, and these imports will work. Alright, so this guy says I need to get out of this place. I need to do it from the root directory. If you say so, sir, if you say so. Let me start with a clean slate. All right. On. Here you go. Still give me a 404. Just trying to figure out. What is going wrong, man? The screenshot tells us only one thing. It's a 404. A 404 means a route does not exist. Not that your database code is. No, no. Oh wait. What is he saying, ChatGPT? Let me shift my. Let me make some space, make some room. And what is ChatGPT yapping, bro? Let's see. Because if you accidentally wrote this, then forward slash that will not give me. He's asking me to show the main, bro. There you go. That is my main. Good. The next thing I need to see is books.py. Bro. Especially, and this is books.py. Oh my god, the ad rate is missing. God damn it, what the hell? Why do I keep doing this, man? There's something seriously wrong with me. What the fuck? Bro, thank god now I have books. Let me try it out. Group name. I'll write this as Hail Mary. Alright. The genre is. What is the genre? Genre is sci fi. Sci fi. Execute go 200 response control accept header. Bro, let me just use my API doc, bro. Harry Potter, alright. Copy ID 2. Thank God. After all the things, I mean, just an accurate, this actually shows me. I have to be really careful while I'm typing. I have to be slow. Or else, what the hell, bro? I have maybe wasted around 20 to 30 minutes. And also, there was another mistake at get DB. That is true. That is true. That's an error too. I need to. Okay, let me view this. Alright. Hail Mary and Harry Potter. Alright, that makes sense. Alright, good, good. Good going. And also, I need to do this freaking ritual of also writing the get. Bro, give me a second. I need to lock the door or put something against the. Hey. Let me get some water. I need to put the water glass away from me, bro. I spilled the freaking water. Also, invalid syntax. Let me try to think of as I have wasted today again without doing any important stuff. So that works. Alright, I'm back, guys. That works. I need to write the function get I'll do something similar to what I've done in users, where I'll use query parameters and the and what. Um, I'll use the query parameters and I'll keep them as none too. That's the key here. So the query parameter should be. I think we just need a single query parameter to be.
Okay, all right. There is a thing here.
The thing is books. Now I get it. I need two routes here. Uh, uh, uh. One that takes in the query parameter. Okay, so let me make a XCali draw here. I don't really need to, but who is ahead? Who the fuck? Alright, here I am. Do you see me now? Alright, where was I? So I'll make this, you know what this is, books, right? In books, the thing that happens is we have a single name like Harry Potter and there are multiple copies. So copy ID is important. Copy ID is something that actually uniquely identifies. So what I need is the user would ask, the user comes and asks the server, see whether do you have Harry Potter, Harry Potter. And what I need is to get all the Harry Potter copies. So all that matches with the name. So basically the SQL query should look like select select star from the table models dot books where the name is whatever we get as the query parameter. That's it. So we'll get all the instances of the Harry Potter book. That's one thing. That's one thing that the user would ask. And the other thing is to get all the books. Get all the books. That's something that doesn't really take any query parameters. So I'll keep that as slash books, and I'll keep this as slash. Maybe I should take this as a path parameter. I should be taking it as a path parameter because uh, yesterday I've seen taking this as a query parameter would actually not differentiate the path parameter, the two paths, right? Slash books. So I'll take it as a query parameter. Hey, name. We got name. Alright, how did we deal with that parameter? By the way, I don't really I need to recall how we deal with those. Users. Let's go to users and see what I've got here. Uh, um, uh, okay, alright. You need to also pass it as a parameter. So name, not just name, book name, um, book name is of type string, and also tb is an object that is of type session, which is depends on get underscore tb, right? Get underscore tb. Not the call though. You don't really call the function for some weird reason. We'll deal that later. Alright. like we keep it to my left. Alright, we are good so far. Now we get the book name. I'll need to write the query. db.query query which actually deals with models dot books. No, models, yeah, books. Dot filter. I needed to filter all the books models dot books dot excuse me, book name should be should actually be name should be name. Right. That should be the thing in query dot all the things that actually match with the given query. I need those. So books. Alright. If q is alright. Once I have executed this, if q is none, this thing is a none object. If there doesn't exist, if it doesn't really exist in the table, what I'll do is return an exception. So return. I'll raise an exception, by the way. Raise HTTP exception. HTTP exception. That takes in status code and status errors. Hopefully I've imported this dot but 404, right? Something 400, not from 404. And also detail should be something like, hey, there isn't a book that name. So there isn't a book with that name is would be the detail. And return books. Let's see if this could really return the books. Let me hit it out. And also save this. What should I save this as? I'll save this as add books. Right? Alright. Alright. Hey. Nice. And also I'll copy this and I'll make another route. I'll make another endpoint. And I'll say this one is get. And also where will I pass the parameter though? Alright, right here, right? So this would be something like Arabic. How did we pass the? How do you pass? How do you pass add parameter? I think you should just write it in the path parameter. Harry Potter, right? Harry. Send this. There exists a book called Harry Potter. That's nice. That's good. Also, I'll ask ChatGPT for an opinion. And one of the things, bro, I really need to get this together. The obsidian log thing that I've done. Errors and all that. I need to log all of these. I need to make a nice structure. So, leaving that aside, let me check the table. And also, let me add a book. Another one. So, I have 3 Harry Potter books now. Where's the get one? Oh god. Get use. I need to save this. Get. Save this. I'll get all the Harry Potter books. Alright. So if I have the book name, it will give this. If I don't really have the book name, I'll have another route. Get that takes what take books, but directly hit slash books. It should give all the books that are present. Let me just copy and paste it. So I've written so much of this code. It's pretty repetitive, so I really don't need to do that. It should just return. You know what it should return? It should just return models that books query or all. It's just gonna give all of the rows that are present in what is that? Hopefully, let me add another route, another endpoint. What do we keep forgetting? Right? Uh, 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 I should just filter out. Yeah, this has given me all of. All right. I don't think we have update books. Do we have update books? Can we update books? No, we can just add a copy. I guess update would be a little redundant for a library system, wouldn't it? So I won't write update. What I'll do is I can delete. I can delete. I can unlist a book, right? Def unlist. That should actually take the DB object, and also it should also take a what? It will definitely take the DB object, and also it should take a path parameter. Yeah, yeah, path parameters are all right. We can do that. For them to be present, I should use that. I should say name, and I'll come here and I'll say name. Bname. Bname would make sense, and it is of type string. And what we do is bname. And a how long has it been? 1 hour. 1 hour is light work. So bname is what? So we'll take the bname. Alright. Let me write the value dp. So the plan is to filter out the book that we want to delete and just do db.delete, right? db.query should give us what? db.query should give us the book that we want. So it takes in models dot books dot so you will a correct. Get distracted a lot though. Not all. No, no, no. Filter. We need to filter. Okay, discontinuing. Um, CV. Do I have that on camera? Oh my god. Alright. Let's figure out the book. Book meaning. Alright, how will I write models dot books dot book name should be name and q dot all. Alright. Then the question rises. Then hi bro is ignoring. Nah. I got you bro, I got you. Bro. What's up with it? పడుకోరా రే రేపు సముద్రానికి వెళ్ళాలి shut the fuck up hey tell you that friend shut the fuck up hey can I have 10,000 can I have 10,000 of course you can bro you're my little bro I got you bro I got you you know what take a lag because why not my heart is big RS yeah RS what's RS rupees you say I don't really got those. If I had a lakh rupees, I would definitely not do this and actually go out, touch some grass, and enjoy my life. I don't really have much. I mean, what kind of super chat is this, bro? You're asking me money. I should be asking you money. All right, let's get to the point. You wrote all. Huh. So we were discussing. Thing that we were discussing was this, right? Okay, whether to discontinue the book. We can do two things: discontinue the book or take out the copy. So what I'll do is I should be taking another. Okay, let's not do path parameters then. Cause it's too many. So let me do something called query parameters. So that's gonna take me name and top CID. And that is an int, right? Should be an integer. All right. There was so CID is an int. So that should suffice the problem. Q dot all. Should I get Q dot all? No, I should just get the first thing that I'm gonna see, right? Book. is none. There doesn't exist a book with the name. We should raise an exception that we have raised before. Let me just copy that and paste it right here. If we do have that book, I want, you know what I want to do with that? I want to throw it in the garbage. So db.delete. I guess that deletes the book. Hopefully, let me make an end point. End point. Uh, 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 rupees RS. Pardon me. I get the zoomies sometimes. So, where was I? Rename, rename, and rename should be what? Harry Potter, because there are too many copies, and copy ID. This is something admin would do, right? So he should be knowing the copy ID. He should he should have the the power. He should have the, let's say, the, what do you say? He should have the keys to the table of books, right? You should be seeing all the books that are available in the whole database. Okay, so copy ID. Let's see a copy ID. Okay. So let me delete the sixth one. I'll delete the sixth one. Let's send. Okay, this is a get. And you delete it. Unprocessable identity query CID message field required. I'm missing. The CID query is missing its keys. How did I write query parameters for users? Schema. Mm, mm, mm. Alright, why did I minimize the thing? Alright, attach box. Right. Name, attach box. Name, integer. So this is an integer, right? See, of course it's an integer. I need to take it as an int. ID is an int. So where am I? Why is this unprocessable entity? Where am I lacking? Let's ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT. Where is it? Right there it is. I've got it in my laptop. Unprocessable means the route was found, but Fastapi could not validate the parameter you sent. Alright, let's compare your route definition. For example, you wrote this, but Fastapi expects not. Parameters must match exactly what you mean. Alright. What did I write? Rename and CID. What did I write here? Rename and CID. Another common cause of type conversion is, okay. No, I didn't really send that. I just sent CID, right? This is the route, and this is what I'm gonna send. This is how I'm gonna hit the Hey, best friend. Isn't this, bro? I got to be the dumbest guy ever, bro. CID. Oh my god. Why do I keep doing that, bro? This is not. This is repetitive. Thank God I deleted it. But why didn't it return? Okay. Return. I need you to return the book. Now, if I hit the route, it should not actually delete. It should give me the. Eh, how is it deleting? How is it still deleting? Alright, that's interesting. With that rename, also, and the copy ID, right? What the hell? Copy ID. Copy ID. What does it have? Dot copy ID is CID. Alright. Alright. I need a max weight. Alright. This should give me. Alright. Hey, there isn't a bug with that name. Thank God. Alright. Hopefully I'm doing this correctly. Hmm. I will written our delete book unlist the book. I mean we are taking by copy. So hopefully, but I need. What if I need to delete? I feel a need to delete. You know, what if I need to unlist an author himself, like whole the class book itself. Let's say there is a what if I need to discontinue H.C. Verma? Because I mean, why not? I would definitely never want to do that because H.C. Verma is the best. Let's say what if I wanna delete some smut or something that's bad. So what I'll do here is slash books. I'll just um, add take off down, let's say, and this should be unlisting the whole book. This should just take the name, just take the book's name, and this should you know take down the whole book. That should do it. Finish the book. Oh, actually, best friend. I wait. There is no CID. I'll take that off and put the choose first. Alright, alright, alright. Now that I've figured out which book that is, so I shouldn't be doing CRUD first here, but I should be doing CRUD all. So that is that. But how do I delete? First off, what I need to do is to return, just to see what would that return, right? Let me make another route. I should be saving this. What should I name this? This is KK down up. Or just deleting a copy. Deleting a copy would be nice. Let me just rename this. Delete copy, I want to make another endpoint where it should not just delete the copy, it should delete the. By the way, will it able to differentiate these two deletes? I need to ask ChatGPT again, because what if it doesn't? Here it is. Can we differentiate routes and the server, maybe can the server, oh my god, server differentiate routes with query params being different? No, it can't. So that's that. So that is just sad. Okay. You know what I can do? I can do this. CID can be a query param. Do that. So for delete a copy, I don't really need this anymore. Why? Right. Someone delete 4. Alright, I have deleted the 4th one, haven't I? Eh? What do you mean? You haven't taken down the 4th one. Why didn't it delete? Bro, why is this DP? Why isn't this giving me anything? Here you go. Return. Alright. So what was I doing? So I was trying, okay, I was just trying to return the thing, right? All right. The new endpoint. You don't need to send anything, I guess. Um, what you need to send is just rename. All right. You need to send a rename, and let me say it's Harry Potter. Potter, right? So what I'm expecting is okay. What I'm getting is a bunch of things, right? It's a list of dictionaries. That's what it is. It's a list of dictionaries. So what I want to do here, it's a list of dictionaries. I see. I see. So what I want to do is to delete all of them, right? Can I just do that? Um, db.delete book. Would that make any sense? It's not mapped. That's the thing. Okay, I'll get it. I mean, I can see the so I guess delete can only work with friggin' objects, objects or maybe ah. I want to see that. Right. It should take an object. Can't really iterate through the object, right? So what I really need is something that's gonna take it out of the list, I guess. All right, I can do something. I can write a for loop, right? For I in book, I in book, db dot delete I. What I'm what I'm thinking is it's a list of objects that our guy can handle. It's a null. Thank God it didn't break down. Oh my god. I might just have this. Guys, I'm clenching my butt. Let's see if this works. Return. If this happens, I want you to return. Deleted all the. Can I name? Alright, said that, but let's see. No, it didn't really do that. Just like full thing. Let me, comment this. For I in book, print, I need you to print I. Right? I'll hit the route. I'll see. You got two things, right? You got two objects. This should work, to be honest. If we are delete, should delete I. Okay, that is where I am faulting. Because I'm returning it. Shouldn't be returning it. Why would I return? Ah, damn. Now this should work. This should actually work, bro. You go. There you go. I think I'm the greatest programmer ever. I just feel like I am. Uh, what's that guy's name? The guy who wrote the Linux, Linus Torvald. Torvald. I am that guy. I am that guy. See, I actually came up with something original here. I mean, a for loop can't be really original thought, but it's something. For me, it's a little out of league. I would have never thought that before if it weren't for YouTube Studio. Because like I'm thinking things out loud, it is kind of helping me, and also I'm getting views like one, so I am happy. I'll be right back. Start. Hello guys, I'm back from the loop. You all can see me, you all can hear me. Alright, let me finish this up. 1 hour 39 minutes. I think I'll go for another 20 30 minutes and I'll end this video. Alright, so we have, we have two types of deletes. One is unlisting a book, one is just like taking down a copy. Taking down a copy, you'll have a get. You'll have two types of gets here. One that takes in a book name, one that doesn't. One that would actually give us the whole table. Okay. And also we have got posting. One thing I didn't really do was to write the update, because you can't really update books, right? You can't really change their names. Alright, let me make another file. Borrow history. How will we access this thing? Borrow history. And also, what? Where is the borrow history? There it is. Before going to borrow history and stuff, let us try to look users and books together, right? Um, how will I associate? Oh, sorry. Alright. So what I need to do here is, maybe what I'll do now is maybe get an idea of what I'll do tomorrow, and write the obsidian, because I haven't really written anything and I should be not writing anything, right? Also, let me get my whiteboard. So what I want to talk is, when I am getting users out, when I am getting the users out, so I'm hitting the server. So I have users, I have books, right? I have users and I have books. And one of the things that we have is to associate books to users. Haven't we got that? Books are associated with users, aren't they? Are books associated with users or the browser history? How did we actually, let's go to our obsidian, let's go to our schema, let's go to our session, let's go to this. Where did we, yeah, there it is. Books. In books, so books are different entities, right? So users and books aren't really connected. They are both connected to the browser history. So the idea here is that there are users. So there is Aravind, there is Hiren, there is all of those guys, and there are books that are existing. And there is a thing called borrow history. There is a mm, there is a specific. table called borrowed history, where that is the place where we start borrowing things, right? That is the place where we uh, know the transactions. So you have the borrow ID, you have copy ID, which I'll get it from okay, you have the which I'll get it from the books, and you have the user ID. So the which user that has taken the book, and the length on timestamp, which will be automatically generated hopefully. And before is also a timestamp. By the way, before is also a timestamp. This is done using eraser. Razor, eraser. Before, before can be before. It has to be written that, and written on is automatically null. I guess written on is automatically null. You can see it's nullable. Nullable is false. Sorry, nullable of written on is true. So it can be nullable, right? The I guess the default. Let's see. Nullable. When set to false will not cause the not null phrase. Will cause the not null phrase to be added when generating DTL. Alright, for the column. The default to true unless the primary key. In which case it is false. Alright. The thing is, my my question is, ki, what is the default value of return dot? Hmm, will it be I don't really need this. If nullable is true, then models dot py py can we have default value? Okay, default is another a different concept. Oh my god, I might just need to. Alright, let me think it carefully. Read down. Borrow history. Let me copy this. Man, I have created table. Man, oh fuck it, bro. Let me just run the thing. So what ChatGPT is saying is to simply let me show you. ChatGPT is saying he they essentially behave the same nullable and the thing. So you don't really when the book is borrowed, first borrowed, this becomes the row becomes this. Okay, so it automatically becomes none, I guess. Hopefully. Let's see if further problems arise. I guess I don't really care that much. And he's saying I should, change the timestamp, the way that I wrote the timestamp. So I'm willing to do that because I haven't really populated the table, right? So let me just take the power of this tree. Let me drop it, cascade drop that tree thing, and where am I? Okay, here it is. So what should I keep that as? I'll copy this and what the thing is do these like length on should be this and returned on should be this, and I'll take these two off. Func is not defined. Maybe I need to import something. Yeah, there it is. Import this. Alright. Now let me run the server again. Delete everything. Delete everything. I'll run the server again just so that it makes the table. Well, let me see. Let me reopen PG admin. And after that, I'll see what I'll do tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, top 5 goals for today. Today I need to work on borrow history and also we write the user get and put routes into that. And also what you need to do is to learn more about generators and feed and stuff. Alright, if we go again, let's see if I've got 3 tables. Thank God I've got 3 tables. Now it's better. So I'll call it a day. I mean, that's good. And also write the notes. Tomorrow, write the notes. Something that I need to freaking follow. And tomorrow I'll do a live of maybe 2 hours max to max. because I don't really want to waste my time in this. Just this, I have to do some other things too, right? Alright, nice. I've written so much of code today. I mean, not that much, but I've written a good amount of code every time. So, I have made books, I have made users, and I've actually made the routers. So, let me write that somewhere. Right? Also, that's it, I guess. I'll call it a day. Bye, guys. Good night.